wide neck is a nickname. Oh my gosh!
You didn't know that?
I thought that was like some weird middle name.
And welcome to another exciting episode of our podcast. I'm Mac.
And I'm Fish.
And this is Macaroni and Fish. This is our first. This is
we went back in time. What the heck?
Dang it. Oh, there's no. Can't
I mean,
go back
I know
now.
I didn't like the first episode that much, but I didn't think we needed to redo it.
Hey, now there's some people that said they liked it. I thought it was good.
I was okay with it.
That's fair. I felt like we had more polish in the next one, and then the one after that. I think we had more polish on that. But this is our fourth episode.
There we go.
If you want to know what we're talking about and grow your own opinions on which one is better so far, I mean, we only have 4, so it wouldn't take you that long to run through it.
It would only take 4 hours.
Yeah, it'd only take 4 hours, maybe a little bit longer. But you know what? You need something to listen to while you're cleaning, I don't know, your moose and while you're tanning your TV. So, like,
We're talking to Canadians now?
Yes, this is only broadcasting
This is
in
only
Canada.
broadcast to Canada.
Also, Canadians don't tan their TV.
But they do wash their mooses.
They do wash their mooses.
Is it mooses? Moose or meese?
Who knows? That's been a debate for so long.
I think it's meese.
No, you know what I think it is?
Huh.
So you have like goose and you have geese.
Exactly.
And then you have mouse and then you have mice, right? And then you also have like chicken and then you have chickens. So I think the plural for moose should be micas.
What?
Micas.
Micas?
Micas.
Why Micas?
Because none of it matters anyway. We're making up the rules as we go. Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of random things, I have a topic.
Okay.
And this topic is meant to make this episode chaotic. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever in the Macaroni and Fish podcast, we have what is called, excuse me, I was choking there, Max Mayhems. Whoever edits this, just put music there. Edit my mouth away.
All right. I will.
Max Mayhems.
I'll do that exact song. Just on a guitar.
Do it.
Okay?
There you go. Just a little bit of a diddly for you.
All right.
All right. So Max Mayhems are some topics that I, Mac, have designed to be a little bit chaotic. The whole purpose is basically to build a game or to have a topic that is so unbelievably chaotic, it's going to be so hilarious. Or at least that's the goal. Who knows? Maybe the chaos is in the fact that it's not chaotic, and even though I wanted it to completely derail this podcast and make it a cesspool of nonsense, it's actually the fact that it's in order when I was trying to be chaotic is what's...
Chaotic?
It's what makes it chaotic, yeah.
Okay.
But we're going to try...
I'm following along.
You get it? You following? You're 3 steps ahead, right?
I also think I've got our mics plugged into the wrong inputs.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are we backwards?
We are backwards.
That is so funny. We'll roll with it, baby. Today I'm Fish.
And I'm Mac.
There we go. Just to make it more confusing.
And this is Fish and Macaroni.
Just to make it more confusing for people who have never heard any of the other episodes. But yes, so I have a Max Mayhem today. I don't think this one is going to be too crazy, but I think this can be very, very funny. And so that's kind of the goal for this today. Today's Max Mayhem game, and this will take...
it's a game.
Oh, it's a full game. So the idea for Max Mayhems is that they're games or they're topics. Sometimes you won't know what's going on, and you'll have
Which is the case now.
Or other times I'll fill you in, and then it'll be something that you and I are doing. This one is something you will not know during not the entire time, but for the majority of the podcast.
Oh, no.
It is called Topic Thunder. I will explain the rules as follows. So I have a list of topics right here on my phone. But I'm the only one that's going to know what the topic is. You're not. Instead, I have a ton of stories that are about the specific topic, and I'm going to tell you them. And each time I tell you a story, whether it be a personal story or one I looked up, your goal is to figure out what the topic is.
Oh my gosh, this is just like Adventure Time.
Oh, really?
The Graybles.
What?
Oh my gosh, you've never seen those episodes?
No, I've never seen that. What is that about?
Okay, I don't remember. The character might be called Grayble. I don't know. But he tells like 3 stories, and then you're supposed to figure out what correlates between the 3 stories.
Oh, so yeah.
And it's usually something dumb, like the color blue. It's like, oh, that was mentioned like one time.
Okay, I will admit, it's gonna be like that.
Oh gosh.
Well, it can't be obvious. Like, I can't tell you 5 stories about an alligator and be like, now what's the topic? Like, that's not gonna be fun.
Chuck E. Cheese.
I will say, I think so, I wrote multiple different topics, and there's multiple stories with each one, but each topic gets harder and harder.
Oh gosh.
So the idea is going to be, depending on how far this goes and how long this goes, if you're able to figure it out really quickly, I just have a list of stories to tell you, and then we just laugh about them.
That works.
So if ever something happens and this game blows, I'm prepared with other stuff that we can go through because I got a ton of stories. But yes, the idea is you're going to try and guess what the topic is, and if you can, for bonus points, to tell a story that is about that same topic.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So essentially,
there's points involved?
Oh yeah, there's points. If I was gonna,
what do I win?
Well, that's the funny thing. So I was actually thinking about having a punishment system where I was going to bring like drinks that had like disgusting flavors, and if you couldn't figure it out before the end of me telling the stories, you had to take a drink on the podcast. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, that'd be better visual. I also don't know if you'd be okay with that. I also don't know if I can get a hold of vinegar before that time. So
you can get a hold of vinegar. It's in my kitchen.
We're legit.
Legit.
Should we get a hold of vinegar?
Oh gosh, that's torture. I hate vinegar, like with a passion.
Okay. Can we do it? Can we do it? Get some vinegar.
Let's go.
Yes!
Let's do it.
Yes. All right, hold on. We're gonna need to get our lovely assistant. Let me get my lovely assistant here. Hold on. Hello, all you beautiful people. That's right. I can see you. I am inside your house. You can't escape me. But don't worry. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just wanting to let you know that if you enjoy our podcast, please give it a like, a share, a comment, a follow. Wherever you're listening to this beautiful podcast, go ahead and do whatever you got to do to let us know that you like it and also that you want to see more. And don't worry, I will see you while you do it. Ooh, that's a nice shower curtain you got here. How much was that? Was that from Walmart? Target? Maybe Kroger, if there's a Kroger near you. I don't know that part. I'm literally just popped up in your house. I don't know the area. I'm only here for you and to let you know to subscribe and to like and share and comment and follow Macaroni Fish on wherever you're listening to this today. Okay, that's great. I'll be back for the family cookout. All right, bye. And we are back. After probably a very quick break for everybody listening, but
yes.
For us, we went into the kitchen.
Due to the power of editing.
Oh, you have that superpower? I've always wanted to learn. We went to the kitchen. We went to Fish's kitchen.
It smells awful.
We got some apple cider vinegar because now
that smell is permeating the room.
It is. It's covering the room. I was wanting to do white vinegar, but I got told that's too harsh. So
I'm pretty sure you only use that for cleaning.
No, it cleans your insides. You poop whiter later. It's fine.
Oh, that's probably not healthy.
So I'm going to fix my mic here a little bit from moving it. But anyway, so the game is the same. I'm going to basically read you a couple stories. We're going to laugh about them, but your job is to figure out what the topic is and to say a story of your own. Now, I will say, for the sake of...
What if I know what the topic is, but I can't say a story?
I was about to say, I don't think that's the important part.
Okay.
But in fact, I would say let's do that if we have the time, because this could take so long that we don't want to do that because we want to rush to the good stuff, essentially. But I do have some very fantastic stories. Let me go ahead and get them pulled up here and ready to roll. Are you ready for the first topic, sir?
I am. And also, you're probably going to have to get closer to your mic.
You can't tell me what to do. We're professionals. I don't know.
We're trying to be.
We are a little bit. What? No, remind me later to update. Not right now. Stop. Dad, stop. What's going on? Oh, gosh. Here we go. Okay. So I've got my 8 stories here. So how this works is for the first one, I think it's a little bit easier, but the topic is going to be a little bit out there, so it's not going to be obvious.
So it's one story that I need to figure out the topic for, right?
No. So there's multiple. So the first one is easier. You have 8 stories. So I have 8 stories to tell you.
Okay.
And you basically have to figure out what those, like,
The topic is per story, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, like, I have 8 stories that are under one topic. Then the next one's a little harder. I have 6 stories per topic. And then the next one's a lot harder. And I have 4.
Wait, 8 stories, one topic?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Did I not? I don't think I heard what you said correctly.
These better be really short.
They are. They
Okay,
are.
good.
They are. And like I said, the first one's a lot easier. And what makes it easy is that it has multiple stories.
Okay.
And then the second one gets harder. And then.
Okay, perfect. I got it now.
Yeah. All right. So for the first story, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Florida man found with drugs after getting trapped in a porta potty.
Okay.
A Florida man found stuck inside a porta potty was arrested on drug charges on March 22nd of 2022 after deputies, or excuse me, I'm reading it out of order. So on March 22nd, 2022, a Florida man found stuck inside a porta potty was arrested on drug charges after Collier County deputies found him screaming for help. According to WBBH, James Grouse, 34, was found by a deputy with a foot sticking out of the bottom of the porta potty.
How?
The station reported when the deputy opened the bathroom door, they found a powdery substance in a bag that later tested positive for fentanyl, along with a syringe.
Oh, don't do fentanyl, guys.
Don't know. There's literally billboards around here.
Yeah. It's
about
bad.
It's awful.
It's real bad.
It can also make you forget how to open a porta potty.
Apparently.
All right, so I'll let you go ahead and guess on the first one. You only get one guess. And if you get it right, I will be thoroughly impressed. Oh, I should also explain for everyone at home. The rule now is if Mac can't, or Mac, I'm Mac. Dang it.
Not today, you are.
That's right. We mixed it up. That was on purpose. I did that on purpose. So how this game works is I have 8 stories to tell to Fish. If he can't figure out the topic after those 8 stories, he has to take a sip of apple cider vinegar. But if he can figure it out, now I have to take a sip of apple cider vinegar. I should have explained that at the beginning. But it's still only 10 minutes in. It's still the beginning.
There you go.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and take a guess? You will not be penalized.
I will not be penalized.
You will not be penalized if you get this wrong. If you go through all 8, you can't get it. That's where you get in trouble.
Okay. Each story is about entrapment.
Ooh, entrapment. Is that your final answer, sir?
Yes.
That is incorrect. All right, let's move on to the next story.
If I got that right, does that mean I wouldn't have to hear the rest of them?
Yeah, essentially, we move on to the next topic. But like I said, if we ran out of time, I just start running through those other stories, and we just laugh about them.
Cool.
All right, let's move on to the next story. After a police chase, Florida woman crosses getting arrested off of her bucket list, deputies say. on May 12th, 2022.
I think I figured out the topic.
In an early appearance, a Florida woman on the list, Janaya, I'm going to butcher this name. I'm so sorry. Janaya Shy Miracle. Janaya Shy Miracle Douglas was able to cross something off of her bucket list in May and now has a mugshot to prove it. According to deputies, she was driving in Monroe County around 7:45 a.m. that day when a deputy tried to pull her over, but Douglas continued driving. She eventually stopped and was taken into custody, telling authorities that getting arrested had been on her bucket list since high school. Douglas was charged with fleeing and eluding.
Why would that be on your bucket list?
Right? Like, why would that...
Aspire to more, please. Oh, my goodness.
Work to become a cop, not to be arrested by them.
What in the heck?
Ridiculous. I thought this was
Do
so
I get
fun.
another guess?
Oh, yeah. You get a guess after every story.
Okay.
After every story.
This is like crazy Floridians.
I love that. Floridian? That's
it, yeah.
That's their name?
That's their name, Floridians.
Dude, I want to move to Florida just for that.
Right?
I want to be a Floridian.
Is that the topic?
Not at all. What? Now, again, like I said, now some of them may have like different things in common, but there's one topic that I have in mind that I wrote down.
Okay.
So there's something you got to find. Are you ready for the next one?
Okay.
Florida man charged for throwing hot dog at St. Pete police officer.
Throwing a hot dog. Floridians, man, you guys are nuts.
On July 3rd, 2022, a Newport Richie man was arrested on a felony charge after authorities said he threw a hot dog at an officer in July. Arrest documents say Jason Stoll, 47, was being warned of violating a city ordinance by an officer. Officer said he ignored the warning and continued to sell hot dogs in a road after his street closure permit ended. Stoll was asked to put the hot dogs down. Put the hot dogs down! He's got a hot dog! But continued his attempts to sell it before becoming upset and intentionally throwing the hot dog at the officer, according to the documents. He was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer without violence.
Battery with a hot dog.
Guys, he's beating me with an Oscar Mayer wiener. Someone stop him.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love this is why I want.
Okay, so far, they've all been police stories.
Yeah, so far. Oh, I hit the mic. Ah, that's the first one
Number
that counts.
one.
That's the only one that counts. The other time it was because I was moving. So this is the one that counts. All right, so that's 1 out of 3. Here we go. But yeah, so far they have all been police stories. But is that the topic?
Yes.
You think that's the topic? Final answer?
Yes.
Mr. Fish, you are wrong.
Dang it.
All right. Let's move on to the next story. Florida man drives stolen truck to Space Force base to warn of battle between aliens and dragons.
That's legit.
All right. On July 25th, 2022.
Someone get this man on Ancient Aliens.
Aliens, and then this guy comes up. I have a story to tell you. A Florida man is accused of driving a stolen vehicle to a Space Force base in Brevard County. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. In what he called a mission from the President of the United States, according to reports.
When was this?
When was this? This was on. Let me pull it back here. July 25th, 2022.
Yeah, that sounds like something Biden would send a guy on a mission for.
Listen, I need to send you. I need to send you to the base force. No badge, nothing. Just drive up there, screaming as loud as you can. They'll accept you. They'll know it's me. They'll know it's me.
Man.
We both yell.
They'll know I sent you. Trust me.
They'll know I sent you. WESH 2 News reports. That's a weird news title. Okay, but they reported that Corey Johnson, 29, stole a truck from Rivera. I'm sorry, that was wrong. That's Rivera. I know how to pronounce that. I hit the mic again. I'm already 2 for 3.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we're only 17 minutes in.
You get to 4, you're fired.
Oh no. Okay, I'm being very, very still. I'm just trying to get to a position where I can read this and be close to the mic. Corey Johnson, 29, stole a truck from Rivera Beach and drove to Patrick Space Force Base near the Kennedy Space Center. When Johnson tried to get on the base, he claimed the president told him... No, this is Patrick. This is Patrick. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. He claimed the president told him in his mind that he needed...
Whoa! Wait, what?
Yeah, he had a mental connection with Biden, apparently. He claimed the president told him in his mind that he needed to take the vehicle and warn government officials...
I didn't know Biden was telepathic.
Why do you think he spits nonsense? He keeps tapping to other people's dreams, and he's just speaking what he sees, man.
Oh, man.
But anyway, he said he needed to take the vehicle and warn government officials that there were U.S. aliens fighting Chinese dragons.
U.S. aliens?
U.S. aliens fighting Chinese dragons. That is exactly verbatim what
is this like space aliens? Or are we talking about like illegal immigrant sort of stuff?
I don't know. It says aliens. Well, maybe because it says U.S. aliens, right? I like to imagine that in his mind we've already had an alliance with like Martians, and
probably. The guy thinks that Biden is talking to him in his head.
He thinks we're fighting Chinese
dragons. Did this guy
dragons.
take fentanyl too?
I'm dying.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, that's beautiful. I want a clip of that just for the memes. But yes, I like to believe he thought like we made a pact with like an alien group and now we're having them fight the Chinese dragons. You know how awesome war would be if we had dragons. Anyway, that's a different thing.
That would be dope.
By the way, he was arrested and charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle.
Okay.
Said grand. I should have said grand because it's grand, not grant.
Grand.
Theft of a motor vehicle. So what? All right. So this is your fourth. This is your fourth story. You think you can guess what the topic is?
So far, man, they've all been about crazy Floridians breaking the law.
They have, but there is one thing specific I'm looking for that they have in common among the rest of them. Among the rest of the pack that's about Floridians or police or anything. Is Mr. Fish? Every time I say that,
let's just move on.
Oh, you don't want to guess? You don't want to guess? All right. Let's move on to the next story then. Deputies release video of Pinellas woman Irish folk dancing during sobriety test.
That sounds fun. I want to see the clip of that.
On August 26, 2022, body camera video of a woman who put on a performance for Pinellas, and I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, Pinellas County deputies during a field sobriety test was released in August. So there is a video of it. There's body cam footage.
I got to find this someday.
We're going to look it up after this podcast and watch it. It's going to be so funny. Amy Harrington, 38, was charged with driving under the influence with property damage and refusal to submit to testing in April after rear-ending a vehicle about a mile from her home. Deputies said she showed signs of impairment and performed multiple ballet and Irish folk dance moves during the sobriety test. Can you just imagine, ma'am, I'd like for you to, you're going to put your feet right in front of the other and you're going to try and walk this straight line. And she goes, you all right? I've got the perfect thing for you. I'm going to do it in a little jiggy. And he just starts, or she starts dancing.
Starts doing an Irish jig.
Edit that one in too.
That just makes me think of the cowboy guy.
The cowboy guy? What?
Yeah, the guy who he got pulled over. He was drunk. He was dressed like a cowboy, and he started doing like square dancing.
Well, what?
How have you not seen this?
I have not. No, I've not seen this.
It is so funny.
Are you serious?
He's drunk. Oh my gosh, it's a hilarious clip.
Oh my gosh.
So funny.
Well, that's another video we're going to watch after this, and we will give you an update on the next episode.
There we go.
Minding that we don't keeping in mind if we don't forget about it.
Yeah. Don't hold us to anything.
Don't
please.
hold us to anything. All right. Do you want to take a guess? I believe.
Read the headline again.
Read the headline again. Okay, I'll read the headline again.
The topic's probably not in the headline, is it?
Is that your guess? I'll count it for a guess if you would like to say that, but that'll count as your one guess, and I'll move on to the next one.
Is that the thing? They're all
in the headline.
They're all headlines.
No, that is not.
But they are.
They are, but remember, I'm looking for something very specific.
Oh my gosh.
There's one topic in mind I'm looking for. They all have a lot of things in common, but there's one thing I'm looking that's particularly in common.
Oh, man.
All right, and here is the next one. Here we go. Florida man wearing nothing but cowboy hat attacks woman with machete.
Does the woman have the machete?
No, the man in nothing but a cowboy hat has the machete.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty.
What's wrong with Florida?
Listen, Florida when you're that close to the ocean and you're that scared of what can come out of the ocean to kill you, you get a little loopy, right? Like, I mean, imagine that. Like, you're living next to a thing. Have you ever seen like the things that are in the Mariana Trench? What if one day one of those things just came up to shore with its sharp teeth and
that would make
skin.
me want to just strip down to nothing but a cowboy hat and grab a machete and go after people.
Exactly. You understand?
Yeah, totally. That makes total sense. Now you mention it, yeah.
Listen, fear makes you do crazy things, just like love.
Just like love.
So whether you love it or hate it, you'll be doing crazy things in Florida, including this man, who on October 17th, 2022, a Florida man was arrested in October when police said he attacked a woman with a machete wearing nothing but a cowboy hat. The arrest from Miami-Dade police, originally reported by WPLG, said Roberto Hercules, 45, attacked the woman while she was riding a bicycle. So he got really offended that she was riding a bicycle. Police said he attacked her for a crack pipe.
Wait, what?
I didn't realize. Police said he.
I feel like drugs is a contributing factor in all of these crimes. Actually, so far it has been. I feel like.
I mean, actually, it's been
pretty consistent.
Been pretty consistent. Police said he asked her for a crack pipe, but when she said she didn't have it, he chased her with a machete.
Was he just like? Did he just get done mowing his lawn?
Why would he mow his lawn naked?
Because that's a thing you can do in Florida.
You can mow your lawn. Is that in the law books?
Okay, that's something. Okay, my dad lived in Florida. Okay. And that is something he told me one time in a conversation. He's like, "Did you know it's legal here to mow your lawn completely naked?"
No.
That's what he told me.
There's no way.
I don't know.
I'm gonna fact check him because I mean this man is literally arrested. Well, I guess the main thing of his arrest is that he was attacking a woman with a machete.
Yeah.
So
I didn't say anything about indecent exposure.
That is fair. That is fair. And they do have nude beaches.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. I wouldn't doubt that.
Wait, but you don't know.
No, I have not a clue, but I'm pretty sure.
You said that so matter of factly.
Listen, all right, it's Florida. When there's people
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
When there's people who want to knock off getting arrested on their bucket lists, and there's people who get stuck in porta potties. I would not doubt.
I want to guess the topic.
You want to get? Okay, go ahead.
It's totally drugs.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes.
Mr. Fish. That is incorrect.
Dang it, you.
You have
I thought this was supposed to be easy.
I thought it was. In fact,
How is it not?
Okay, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a big, big hint. Actually, I'm scared if I should, because then I'm going to have to drink the vinegar, and I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Okay.
It feels inevitable at this point, though.
It's... Shucks. I have to... okay, I'll tell you
Don't
what.
give me a hint.
You don't want a hint?
No, I don't need a hint.
Okay. I'll get. If you want one on the last one, I will give it to you.
Sure.
Okay. Now, here is the 7th story, second to last.
Okay.
Florida woman speeds through checkpoint, takes selfie during traffic stop.
That's pretty funny. Were they like a Gen Zer?
Listen, it's selfies. It's gotta be.
Right?
On October
like
7th.
Snapchatting somebody. Hey guys, what happened to me?
I got pulled over. Send it to whatever the girl's name was that wanted to get arrested off her bucket list. They're both in a group.
They're probably friends.
Oh, they're probably in a group chat about this.
Yeah.
It's like that. What is it? It's like that scavenger hunt thing where it's like get a high five from a random stranger. It's like they have one of those where it's like get arrested, get pulled over.
We should try that.
Oh no!
I'm just kidding. That would be a terrible idea.
Get a high five from a police while in jail.
While in jail.
While in jail. All right. On October 17th, 2022, a Florida woman was arrested after speeding through a checkpoint in October in Lee County, according to deputies. Deputies said Shelby Peters, 24, sped through the checkpoint and did not stop. According to authorities, Peter finally stopped, but while the deputy called for backup, he saw her take a selfie before driving off again when the deputy exited his vehicle. So
There's no crime in that, right?
There's a huge crime in that.
And taking a selfie?
No, not in the selfie part, but she's fleeing police. And not only that, she got pulled over, stopped, and then drove away. So it's like, so she's like not only evading police, she's like
I gotcha.
Messing around.
I didn't catch that part.
Yeah. What do you think the topic is?
I've already said crimes.
You already said crimes, drugs, Florida.
Floridians. Crazy Floridians.
Floridians. Police. And then
because all of those things are in common with these stories.
But it's not the topic. It's not the topic.
Man, I don't know.
All right, I'll give you a big hint for this next one, okay?
Okay.
In every single story, I have said it. Okay? So it's not something undertoned in the background. That's why I thought this one was easy, because it's literally in the stories every single time.
Yeah, Florida.
You think I'm messing
with you?
No, police is not in every single one. Arrest is in some and not police. And then you also have some where it's man and woman. And sometimes it doesn't even say Florida. I think. Hold on, I actually have to fact check myself. Did I say Florida every single time? Florida woman, Florida man.
You've said Florida every time.
Maybe I'm wrong on that.
It's Florida, dang it.
No, it's not
The
Florida.
topic is Florida.
All right, I'll allow you one more guess. Get a guess. And this is our last story. See, we got one more story. You got to guess. You got to get a guess in.
I got to get a guess before?
Yeah, I'll give you another guess.
Okay. Man.
Because I gave you a hint. I figured you would want to think on that hint. I've said it every single time in the story.
Yeah, that doesn't help me now because I don't remember. I don't remember everything you've said.
Come on, you don't memorize my words.
It's
you don't...
the word the, isn't it?
I'm kidding. No, it's not.
It better not be.
All right, you ready for the last story?
Give me the last one.
This one I think is my favorite.
Uh-oh.
Charles Wideneck McDowell arrested.
No, that's
again.
not a real name.
Yes, it is.
It's not Wideneck.
Charles...
That reminds me of a story.
Oh, wait, what?
Wideneck?
There's a story about Wideneck?
Okay, is it white neck or wide?
Wide neck.
Okay, yes, there is.
Okay, I'm willing to pause. I want to hear
Pause,
this.
okay.
I want to hear this.
I was making banners for a school. Okay?
What? Hold on.
For a football team.
I'm very concerned. This is not the direction I thought it was going. Welcome,
and so, like,
welcome to the River City Widenecks, baby.
I'm looking at the pictures of all these high school students, a bunch of senior boys,
Oh,
right?
okay.
In their football gear, and one of them stands out to me because he has got like a 3-foot neck.
Are you serious?
This dude's neck is thick.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
triple C thick. Okay?
You got them triple
And
C
so
thick.
I couldn't help it. I started just showing the picture to everybody.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, look at this dude's neck.
What
And
if
so
he...
I came up with a superhero based on him, and he's
Oh,
called the Neck.
You've told me. This is where that's from?
This is where this is from.
Oh.
He's called the Neck, and he's got an indestructible neck.
That's the only thing
That's the
indestructible.
only thing indestructible on this man's body.
Everything else. He's bulletproof only on his Adam's apple.
Only on his neck.
But yes. Oh my gosh. I love this. I didn't realize
Now
that's
I
what
just look at that picture sometimes just to get a laugh.
Well, actually, it's funny you say picture. I have a picture of Mr. Charles Wideneck McDowell. Would you like to see a picture of him?
I would.
Okay, we're a little far apart, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. I've got here. I'm going to chuck my phone at you.
Okay.
This is podcast ready. Get the claps going. Huzzah! All right, there you go. So
He's got a wide neck.
he does have a very wide neck.
Oh, wide neck is a nickname. Oh my gosh!
You didn't know that?
I thought that was like some weird middle name.
He comes out of
That
the...
makes so much more sense.
He comes out of the womb, and he's got such a wide neck. His parents
That
are
is
like...
a wide neck. Look at that thing. It's crazy.
His own mother is like, our baby's got a wide neck. Let's make that his middle name.
That is nuts.
You thought that makes more sense as to why you said that's not his real name.
Exactly. Like, no way.
Oh my, we're both missing things. My face hurts. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
I'm gonna toss the phone back to you.
All right, let's do it, baby. Check it back. Check it back. Don't hit the mic. There we go. Yay.
Good one.
All right. On November 28th, 2022, a man who first went viral on social media for his wide neck in his mugshot was arrested again in November for aggravated stalking and another for withholding support for a child or spouse. So that escalated very quickly.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. This is according to the Escambia County Jail website and the initial report. Previously, he was arrested in 2018 that included fleeing and eluding police and drug charges. So he stepped up his game in the criminal world to not taking care of children.
I'm still trying to figure out what word in there correlated to everything else.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you some extra. I will reread what I said.
Okay.
Would that be okay for you?
Okay, yeah,
So sorry.
yeah.
So sorry for the audience at home. Okay. So on November 28th, 2022, a man who first went viral on social media for his wide neck in his mugshot was arrested again in November.
Next. The topic is next. You emphasized wide neck for a reason. You're giving me a hint.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. No.
Okay.
It's clearly not.
I'm glad I gave. Listen, all right. You didn't know that this man's middle name was not Wideneck. I wanted to be sure. Oh my gosh. All right. What's your guess? Or do you want some time to think about it?
No, I don't need. No.
Oh, okay.
Man, everything was about criminals.
But that's not the topic.
How is it not the topic?
They have things similar, but that's not the topic.
Oh man. If you tell me that actual topic and I go, no.
I don't know. Listen, okay, to be fair, I think I've been pretty clear about the main connection, at least for topic's sake, the main connection between all of these stories. I think I as much as you might groan, I think you'll be like, all right, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't think of that.
Oh man.
The smell is now permeating that much.
It's disgusting.
Because now
I can smell it from here.
We are now. It's like we're at the very edge. You know, we're playing that like.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Oh no! I was going a different direction. I was gonna say like it's like the tension building. We're playing like a basketball game and like we're down to the wire. The buzzer's about to go. We're tied up. Who's gonna win? And your guess is. That's right. Good job. They all had gibberish in the no. All right. Good. You have a guess? You got to get a guess now.
I've guessed everything I could think of.
One thing you're missing.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Is that?
You're
giving up?
I guess.
All right. Take a swig of the apple cider vinegar.
What's the topic first?
I'll tell you after you take a swig.
Gosh, dang it.
He's going for it. He's picking it up. He's taking a swig.
Oh, crap. That's awful.
I said it. We do have water. Why am I choking? Our twin connection. It's reaching my stomach.
Oh, guys, don't do that.
All right. Do you want to know what the topic is?
Yeah.
All right. The topic is stories from 2022.
Oh my gosh.
Every single story, I started out with the date, and the date always was in the year 2022. I literally said at the beginning of every story. You can't be mad at me.
I feel cheated.
You can't. What do you mean? That was pretty legit. Right?
I'll give you it.
Yeah, I was about to say. I said at the beginning of every story.
I'll give it to you.
Oh, this is exactly how I wanted it to
that's
be.
disgusting.
Pure chaos. That's what I wanted. All right, are you ready for the next topic? That's going to be awful for podcasts. People are going to be listening and be like, what the heck was that?
Don't make me spit it up.
Oh, the things.
I'm taking a smaller sip next time.
That's a smart idea. All right, are you ready for the next topic, sir?
Let's do it.
On topic, thunder. All right, so the next story is definitely not going to be in the same vein as Florida Man, but the first story we have for this topic, I'm going to tell you about something called the bobbit worm. Have you heard of the bobbit worm?
The bobbit worm.
The bobbit worm.
Yes.
I figured you did, but I'll go ahead and tell it not only for the people at home, but so you can try and figure out what the context is. So for those of you at home, I encourage you to look up the bobbit worm, but I also like to let you know, if you despise like insects or things that are alien in nature, you're not going to like this. This is legit a worm that is terrifying. It has iridescent colored skin, which is pretty cool, but it's like, the best way I know how to describe it is like, imagine like, you know, those squishy like toy things where they have the hole in the middle. You know what I'm talking about? Like those, like they have like stuff in them usually, but they're like a squishy bag and they're just like a complete cylinder and you're like, you can put your finger in the middle of it because it's got a hole. Imagine that.
That sounds disgusting.
Imagine that, but it was born from the xenomorphs from Alien, and inside those little tubes inside the squishy bag, it has these set of pinchers that crawl out of its mouth and then separate, and these sharp tendrils, they burrow in the ground and they stick up. They usually look like just a random stick, And I pray for every fish that come across it, because once a fish touches it, those pinchers grab it.
I was going to say, this is an ocean
this
creature.
is in the ocean.
That's what
this is
I thought.
in the ocean. Yes,
okay.
I should have explained that. It is in the ocean. But they grab whatever fish is in the air that touches them, and their pinchers grab, suck it into its little mouth hole, and then suck it into the dirt. It is the stuff of nightmares. And I have watched people swim down to touch it.
What?
I'm not kidding. I once saw a video of somebody swimming down, and then they grabbed it and was like, and they started shaking it. I'm like, why?
How big are these again?
So let me actually look up the thing on them here. Let's see. Because there was a diagram that I had a minute ago. Okay, here's the diagram. They can range, let's see here. The scientific name for them is very weird. It's like Eunice aphroditios is a benthic bristleworm of warm marine waters. It lives mainly in the Atlantic Ocean, but can also be found in Indo-Pacific. It ranges in length from less than 10 centimeters to 3 meters. So remember a meter stick. It's 3 of those.
Nice.
Its iridescent cuticle produces a wide range of colors from black to purple. And then I'm going to throw you my phone again so you can see the diagram here for this one. Because I saw this diagram and I was like, that's terrified just through the phone. Look at how it sits. For those of you at home, it's like you see the worm and it's like you see a block of dirt and you see how far it goes. It's like this stick that's in the ground and it just kind of sits there with demon teeth and demon pokey things all over its body.
I don't like this.
Alrighty, let me throw my phone. That was not my fault.
Oops.
That hit the mic.
Sorry.
That's going to be fun for people listening. Alrighty. So that's the first story. What do you think the topic is about from that story?
Things I wouldn't want to touch in the ocean.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
That is incorrect.
Dang it.
And you have 6 stories this time, so it's a little harder. All right?
Okay.
Moving on to the second story. So the second story, I actually have a personal story, okay?
Oh, okay.
So when I was younger and I used to live in a very small city in Illinois, I obviously lived with my mom and dad. And one day my dad actually caught a rabbit. It was a baby rabbit. It was like one of those wild brownish colored rabbits. And
I've done that.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, in our backyard.
Oh, yeah. So yeah. Mm-hmm. I've never actually caught one. I was too lazy
I
or not
almost hit it
spry
with
enough.
the mower.
Oh, you almost?
Yes.
I did at one point.
Oh, that is awful.
Well, okay, in my defense, I don't know what rabbit thought it was a good idea to have her warren in my backyard, and then it was tall grass and I didn't see it, and I was mortified and terrified.
I bet. Yeah, that
it was
sounds
very, very sad. But
I nudged it, didn't know what it was, and it moved, and I was like, oh. And I'm like visually impaired.
Oh yeah, so you're just looking at this thing like
I'm looking at a brown thing just hopping across my yard, going, "Is this a toad? I'm gonna catch it.
This is a big spider."
Yeah, so I go and grab it, and I'm like, "Oh, it's a bunny." I was like, "Cool. Where'd this guy come from?"
I like how you just had no vision at all, and it's like I see something move, I'm gonna grab it. Oh, thank God, it's a bunny.
Yeah, that's basically how I live my life.
Could have been a hopping porcupine. Oh well.
Yeah, just go for it.
I still have scars from the last time. I went and found out is essentially what that's called. Figure it out, and that's what you did. And luckily, it did not end in your disaster.
Yep.
But so my story is my dad caught a baby rabbit, and I decided I wanted to let it go. And he goes, "Yeah, let it go." But the house that I lived in Illinois had this huge driveway. I'm talking like I swear this was like almost a mile long driveway. You've seen it.
Okay.
It's that big gravel driveway that goes all the way down, then cuts right, and it's that big one. Mm-hmm. So I walked down about halfway that driveway, and I was going to let it go. And so I was holding it in my hands. I was like, had my forearms close together and pointed straight out from my torso in like in a horizontal fashion. And I was just cuddling this little rabbit. And I was walking down. I had stopped, and I think the rabbit just had an inkling that this was the time to escape, or like it knew I was going to release it. So it, boing, jumped out of my arms, and ran. I then looked down to my forearms. That bunny's claws were so sharp, they sliced both of my forearms vertically. and I started bleeding.
Oh, gosh.
Bad. And what was funny about it, too, is I remember looking down, seeing that I'm bleeding. I keep my arms out from my body, and I go, huh. And then I just saunter back home up to my dad and been like, Dad, look what the bunny did. And then my parents are like, oh my gosh! And then they quickly bandaged me. Because I'm, again,
Why am I
bleeding.
feeling lightheaded?
Legit. For those of you who don't know, vertical cuts on the forearm is no bueno. That's not good. That's bad. Luckily, I don't remember ever getting dizzy. In fact, I have like, you have like those memories as a kid where you like fade in and out of like, not consciousness, but like when you're a kid, you're not really all there.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you're on autopilot, essentially. That was one of those moments
you.
where I felt like I went on autopilot is when I started walking home, because I don't remember anything afterward, but I do remember getting home and I remember walking home. I don't remember getting home.
Yeah.
And I know I got bandaged and stuff like that. So yeah. What do you think the topic is?
Oh my gosh.
This one is a little harder. I will tell you that. This one is a little harder.
It's not something that you're saying in each one.
I'll tell you, no, it's not. It's not something that I'm saying. It's
okay.
But this one is something that you have to look under, not the subtext, but look into what I'm talking about and connect the dots.
Okay.
Essentially.
It's about claws.
Is that your final guess?
Creatures with claws that can hurt you.
That can do some damage. That's your final guess? Sure. That is incorrect. That is not.
I have a feeling I'm going to be incorrect a lot.
Oh, well, let's see. I got another story for you. This one I think you can relate to because we talked about this a little bit.
Okay.
I went crawdad hunting.
Okay.
Now, I remember when I was a kid, when I went crawdad hunting, again, we had the bottoms from the Weird Woods episode.
So you used to go crawdad hunting too, huh?
Yes, I did.
Huh.
I don't know if I actually told you about this. I might have forgotten or just been thinking of something else, but I used to go crawdad hunting. I didn't do it as much, but what we would do is we would take a slice of bacon, tie off a string. Bacon, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we would get bacon. I don't remember if it was cooked or not. Seems a little weird to cook bacon just to throw it out to crawdads, but I remember bacon.
I mean, if you have a crawdad farm, maybe.
We didn't really have a crawdad farm, but like I told you in the Weird Woods, we had the bottoms, and that was just nothing but like
the bottoms.
But it was just nothing but like,
swampy. Yeah.
It got
a
flooded.
bowl full of woods.
Yeah. Bowl full. I love that. So bowl full of woods. But yeah. So it was very wet in certain areas, and you would just see these little mud towers. Maybe no more than like half a foot tall. And we would get a piece of bacon. We would tie a string to it, and we would put it down the hole.
You know what me and my brother did?
What you and your brother do?
We'd just put our hand down the hole.
What? You would what? Dude, you realize crawdads are like tiny lobsters, right?
Oh, I know. I know. And he knew too.
And you still went for it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I had one. It pinched my thumb one time. He only had one claw. I don't know what happened to the poor guy.
Oh, he probably got attacked.
But he only had one claw. I lifted a rock and he was there. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get him. I grab him. And I think I got him in a way where I'm like, he's not going to get me. I didn't know they could reach their claws behind their head.
Oh, yeah, they can.
And he got my thumb. And it didn't really hurt. It just freaked me out.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, ah! And I threw him.
Oh, no!
Off into the woods somewhere. And I go, sorry!
And he's just like, ah!
Yeah.
I'm missing an arm and now I'm flying through space!
I felt bad. I did.
He probably grew up and now he's like an old war crawdad. Yeah. I've been through some hard stuff. I'm missing an arm. I got one picked up by one of those pink apes and he chucked me across the field. I survived. And I went, and ever since then, I've been searching for his family for revenge. You open the door to your porch, there's a one-armed crawdad.
He's just knocking on the door.
I've come to remove one of your arms.
It's like the meme of the spider.
Meme of the spider?
Yeah.
What's the meme of the spider?
It's just a picture of a spider. He's like, hey, you remember when you tried to knock me off the wall and you missed and I fell behind the bed? I do.
I remember it. Oh my God. Yeah, it's essentially
love that one.
Now you're going to be haunted forever your days by a one-armed crawdad chasing you. All right. So, I should also tell you this to finish the story. I never remember catching an actual crawdad. You know what I remember happening? Putting a piece of bacon on the string, putting it down the hole, getting excited that I feel something, pulling the string up, and there's no bacon.
It took the whole bacon?
It took the whole bacon.
Whoa. That was one hungry crawdad.
I know, right? Right? There's a hungry
That's
crawdad.
crazy.
Also, I just want to point out how fascinating it is that we have tiny lobsters just chilling out in the middle of the woods.
That is kind of cool.
All right? It's just kind of very, you have like, that's not something you would expect to just find out in the middle of the woods.
No, I kind of like that.
Tiny. Have you ever found a blue crawdad?
Yes.
I've seen like in pet stores.
I think I
tiny
have.
lobsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it was an actual crawdad. It was like, it looked more like a lobster, but then again, I'm not really 100% knowledgeable on the anatomy of crawdads.
Man, I don't know. I may be lying.
Oh, you may be lying?
I'd have to ask my brother.
Oh,
He
like
would remember.
you have a memory, but you can't really.
Yeah.
I get you.
I may have just saw a picture on Google.
And just
That's
pasted
awesome.
it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I just copy pasted that into my brain.
It's just a poorly edited picture of a blue crawdad in
Yeah.
your memories. Oh, we found a blue crawdad. Alrighty, I have to
I'm
ask
pretty
you.
sure that's how my memory works. It's just like
It's just pieces of different stuff.
it's just
slapped
pieces
together.
of different stuff slapped together. It's literally just Google images. It's even got watermarks on it sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You gotta pull up those stock images.
Yeah,
For your story. All right, I have to ask you the important question. What is the topic?
Okay, so we have a bobbit worm.
Bobbit worm, a rabbit, and a
rabbit.
crawdad.
Okay, we got animals.
But is that the topic?
It's
I believe in you. I believe in you. So.
bobbit worms. They burrow underground.
Okay.
Crawdads burrow underground.
Okay.
Rabbits burrow underground.
Okay.
It's animals that burrow underground.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Mr. Fish. You are correct!
Woohoo!
Ah, now I gotta take a swig.
Take a swig, baby.
I didn't think this through. All right, here we go, baby. Oh, gosh!
I told you it's bad.
Oh! It doesn't taste like it smells. It tastes crispy. That. Oh! Oh, gosh!
I didn't know crispy was a flavor.
That's what it tastes like. It tastes crispy. Oh my word. My.
Pretty bad. Dilute it with some water. You'll be good.
Oh, I did. Oh.
All right.
Oh.
I'm one in what? One out of
You got. We're tied. We're one.
1 and 1.
1 and 1. We got one more.
All right.
We got one more. And that hurts. That
I know.
I don't know what it's like, but it tastes like I ate chicken strips, but not good chicken strips.
What?
That's literally how
Chicken strips?
That's how this that's the only way I know how to explain this flavor. It tastes like bad chicken strips. That's why I yelled crispy. It tastes crispy, but in a bad way.
Chicken strips. What?
That's the only thing my brain knows to throw up before I throw up. Oh, that's awful.
All right.
That is terrible.
I can't believe I got that 2 in. That was crazy.
I know, right?
Sweet.
Oh man, I'll save the other stories then for later if we have time. But now let's move on to the next topic.
All right.
We'll see who is the winner of this Max Mayhem.
Woo!
What were you? You were riding a bicycle for half a second there.
I can't really do a dance over here.
Oh, so you were dancing.
I'm
Okay,
dancing.
okay. All right.
I'm dancing.
So this next topic is harder because we got 4 stories.
Okay.
Ready?
Well, hey, I got it in 3, so
That is true.
Ah.
That is true. You have a chance. You
Getting
have a
better.
chance. All right, this next one. So we're going to start off with a story. Have you ever heard of a game called Goat Simulator?
I love that game so much.
Oh, yes.
Justin and I used to play the crap out of that.
Dude, they came out with multiple.
Yes.
Oh, I played the second one. The second one was, or not the second one. It was like a whole bundle where they had all the games put together.
Oh, really? That's cool.
They had a whole bundle. They had one in space.
We had the one in space.
Yeah, they had one that was like they had the 2 different parts of the city.
Yep.
And then
did that one.
They had another one, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't either.
It was. I don't think I played it. I have the bundle, and sometimes, as like stupid of a game as that is, it's just so fun to go in there and mess around.
Yeah,
with
because
things.
it's so glitchy.
Right?
Like, kind of on purpose.
Legit. And that I think that's what like they were able to do that not a lot of other games can capitalize on.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only one other game that I know that also had really good glitches that made the game fun, but they didn't mean to, and that was Skyrim. Have you seen some of the glitches with Skyrim?
No, I haven't actually.
Dude, some of those glitches were hilarious. One of the most common ones that I don't know if it was necessary.
I saw one that was creepy. I think it was Skyrim. It was one that was kind of creepy.
What was it?
It was the like armor mannequin glitch or something like that.
The armor? I've never heard of this before. What is the
I think
armor mannequin glitch?
Where it's like, I think you can put your armor on a mannequin or something like that.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah. But then like it'll follow you around sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that actually would be awesome. Is it like that SCP, that one SCP where it's like it's the you blink and it moves?
I think so.
Dude.
Yeah.
That would be so funny. You put it on and you leave and you're about to fight a dragon, you turn around and your mannequin is just standing in the background with your armor and you're like, oh gosh, is the armor cursed?
I'm pretty sure that was for Skyrim.
See, I don't remember that glitch. What I remember specifically were the physics glitches because for some, I don't know if they meant to do this on purpose, but like the giants in that game, they made them so powerful that when you got hit by a giant, you went boing and flew in the air over the mountains.
Oh my god!
I remember this specifically. A giant would run at you. He would smack you on the ground, and you would like ricochet off the floor into the sky.
That's great.
You would fly above the mountains.
So great.
There was that one, and there was another one that I saw a video of where somebody was fighting a saber-tooth, and then they killed it, and then the body just started like glitching and freaking out.
Oh man, that reminds me of like the Red Dead Redemption glitches.
Oh yeah?
Have you seen those?
No, I haven't.
Oh my goodness, like Humanimals. Where the animal models get replaced with the humans.
No.
And they look, it's terrifying. There's one that's like a human snake and he's just like slithering around at you.
Oh.
There's one that's a bird and it's like human arms just flapping trying to fly. It's, oh my gosh, they're so funny.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta look them up.
Another video 3 that we're looking up after this podcast.
They're so hilarious.
Oh my gosh. All right. So back to the topic, which is...
sorry.
No, it's fine. Goat Simulator.
Yes.
What do you think the topic is?
Very glitchy video games.
Very glitchy video games. Is that your final answer?
Sure.
You are incorrect.
I'm not surprised.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. And this one is another personal story of mine.
Oh, okay.
So one day I was driving with my girlfriend at the time, and my girlfriend is, for you, she who shall not be named.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and for those of you at home, just to let you know, I have made bad decisions in my life, and I have dated some people where it ended not so good. So maybe that's a topic for another day. But I was dating one of these women, and I was 21 at the time, and we were driving. We were going to the movies, and she told me to take the back way. And this was before I lived on the west side, but we took basically like the woods ways on the west side of our city. And it's I didn't mean to burp. Oops. I'm so sorry. that apple cider is doing something to my stomach.
Oh, I bet. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I'm feeling it too. Trust me.
But anyway. So we were driving in the back roads, and we were weaving back and forth. And I remember we were coming to a curve. I don't know what this was, but I just see this white thing move across the windshield of my car.
The windshield?
The windshield.
Like not in front of the car.
Like on the windshield.
But like on the, whoa.
On the car, on the windshield. And it was this white thing. I didn't know what it was. My brain was not able to process that it was vaguely humanoid. All I know is I'm driving, and now this white thing is right in front of my windshield. So I literally go... and I scream at the top of my lungs because it came out of nowhere, freaked me out.
Still no idea what it was?
And then, I did that thing where it's like my brain took a snapshot in the middle of my terror.
Oh, okay.
It was a barn owl.
Oh. Okay.
A barn owl that just flew across my windshield. And it freaked me out so much I had to stop the car in the middle of the road because I was literally like, oh my gosh, what was that? And she's laughing at me. My girlfriend at the time is laughing at me because I literally had like just this overt reaction of like and then the entire night I'm like, stupid owl. Gosh darn owl. And I'm now mad at the owl for freaking me out like that because it was so close to the windshield. It literally went like, and you know how silent owls are. We're also in a car. So it's not like I couldn't hear the owl.
Right.
But it was just like, I didn't know what was happening. All of a sudden, my windshield was covered. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I didn't know what to do. So I just let out a scream. Now, what do you think the topic is?
Okay, let's see. We've got a goat.
Mm-hmm.
A simulated goat.
A simulated goat.
And a barn owl.
A barn owl, yep.
This is about farm animals.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Mr. Fish, you are incorrect.
I had a feeling.
The topic's a little bit harder than that. We have the next story or detail that we can go into about this topic. Do you like roller coasters, Mr. Fish?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh.
No, I do.
I love roller coasters, and that's essentially the story. I don't have a particular story on this one, but roller coasters. I love riding roller coasters. And there's a few that I've actually enjoyed. Like there is, I think it's not Iceman.
Iceman?
No, it's the Batman villain that freezes things.
Mr. Freeze.
Oh, I about said Frozone.
That's from a different franchise, my friend.
No, maybe. But what's his name again? Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze. I about said Iceman again. But no, Mr. Freeze, there was a roller coaster named after him, I'm pretty sure. And that one was cool because it shot you straight up in the air and then you went backwards. I
thought that was just the Batman.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Mr. Freeze.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was Batman that just shot you. Like, it just shoots you straight up and you go backward.
Well, one of us is wrong, and we'll get roasted in the comments about it. This time it'll be, and next time it may be my mom again too.
Thanks, Tammy.
my mother, in the first episode, we talked about Ray Stevens, and I was actually right. It was Ray Stevens.
Yes, you were correct. I don't know why I couldn't remember it was Ray Stevens. My mom corrected me on that too in a text message. She's like, it was Ray Stevens,
it was Ray
Tyler.
Stevens.
I'm like, okay, gosh.
That's right. Never question me, boy. I'm right.
Never question Bruce Dickens.
Never question Bruce Dickens. But yeah, so roller coasters, I really enjoy them. They're the most exciting because it's like, you just get to go under you do the circles and you do corkscrews. Have you ever been on a Thunderbird at Holiday World by any chance?
Yes.
That one is so fun. It's also so smooth because Holiday World.
Yeah, it is very smooth. That was surprising.
Right?
That's actually the first. I think it's the first metal coaster I've ever been on.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I usually am just doing the wooden coasters.
See, well, like Holiday World has always been good with their wooden roller coasters, except for the Raven. In my opinion, the Raven is trash.
That one beats you up.
Well, see, the thing is for me is whenever I ride a wooden roller coaster, I always sit in the very, very front. Very, very front. Not only
I have two options when I do a roller coaster ride.
Really?
You either do front or the very back.
See, I will never do back as long as I can avoid it.
Why?
Because most of the time those wooden roller coasters, they have a pulley system and it pulls by the front coaster or the front car. So if you sit in the front, it's less jerky.
Yeah, but if you sit in the back, you get more airtime.
Yes, but if you sit in the back, I get headaches because I'm whipped around at random speeds and bang, bang, bang.
But the zero gravity is worth it.
Not when I get a headache afterward.
The Voyage was the best one for that, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, for sitting in the back.
Oh, okay.
You'd get like a lot of like zero gravity time.
Really?
Yes. And I actually, at some point, it scared me because I thought I was going to fly out of the coaster.
Now, see, if you're not feeling like you're flying out of the coaster, then it's not. It's not. That's not the enjoyable one.
I think someone died on the Raven.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm pretty sure someone like tried to stand up.
Oh.
At the top of the hill.
Oh well, then that's their own fault.
And they fell off.
Oh, why would people do that?
Yeah, it was some lady.
Oh my word.
Yeah, it was crazy. Okay, so roller coasters.
Yep. On that sad note, what do you think the topic is now?
Okay, Goat Simulator. Mm-hmm. You being freaked out by a barn owl.
Mm-hmm.
And roller coasters.
And roller coasters.
Screaming.
Yes. Wait.
That's the topic. Things that make you scream. Or not things that make you scream, or things that just scream. Scream is part of it.
Okay, so that's your guess.
Yes.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Dang it! I'll have to take another sip!
Yes!
No! I don't know who made this game. I hate them.
I'm turning the tables on Mac.
Oh, this was supposed to be chaotic on you, not me. I'm gonna take another swig.
Screaming goats, you screaming, roller coasters, screaming. Hey!
I took a smaller swig and that
It's still bad. I imagine.
it's that crispy taste again.
It's
I'm sorry. I gotta take a drink.
oh no, you gotta take a drink of the apple cider. There's a lot in there. You gotta finish that.
No, I'm okay.
You can't let that go to waste.
No, I'm fine. I'd rather drink sand. I think I'm okay. Oh, my insides burn. Oh, the acid reflux is gonna kill me tomorrow.
So do I win?
Sounds like I guess you do.
Woo!
I guess you win. I'm gonna give you
win.
I'll give you a clap. But you listen here, you. This is just the beginning of Max Mayhems. Later on, in other episodes of our podcast, I'm gonna be pulling out the big guns. I just hit my mic again.
Dang it!
Third time's the charm, baby.
There we go.
Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen. I guess this is the end of this podcast. The end of this episode. I guess. Oh man, that wasn't supposed to hurt me. That was supposed to hurt you. Oh man, well I guess
Got to make them harder, man.
you reap what you
can I
sow,
say?
kids.
I don't
You
know.
reap what you sow.
What's funny is the one that was easy is the one I couldn't get. Make sense of that.
Well, see, I thought it was easy because, like, at the beginning of every one, I said the year.
And I know, and I was not even paying attention to that. That's why I literally asked you what the year was for one of them.
I know. When you said that, I was like, oh no, he figured it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang. And then you kept going afterwards because you guessed something else.
See,
I
I wasn't. I was expecting like the context of everything to fall under one umbrella,
Oh yeah.
and just wasn't clicking that it was a year.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like, they're all crazy Floridians. It was all police stories. They all committed crimes. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's the kind of thing I was looking for.
also,
They all happen in 2022.
It all happened in 2022.
Well, okay.
Also, Mr. Fisher, I think I hit my mic a fourth time.
Uh-oh.
But I can't be fired.
Get out!
No! All right, well, I guess that's a good as any time to end this episode. I have to leave now. So next episode, someone will replace me. It'll be my twin brother, Mac with a K. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this podcast and
Yeah.
for playing the game of Max Mayhems.
It was fun.
I'm glad you liked it.
'Twas fun.
I had a
I
blast,
enjoyed it.
even though my stomach is turning right now.
Yeah, well, better you than me.
Mark my words. Another one will come. Another Max Mayhem will come, and it will make you rue the day you did this to me. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like. Please give it a comment, a share, whatever the heck you want to do to make sure.
Ring that notification bell.
Ring that notification bell. Do whatever you got to do to make sure that you hear the next episode, and let us know that you enjoy it, because we're going to continue to do this until we die, or
until the Lord comes back. Who knows?
Until Jesus comes back. Every day that happens, I wish he comes back sooner and sooner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our podcast episode. Yay, I'm Mac.
I'm Fish.
And this has been
Macaroni and Fish.
We will see you next time.